24/7, 365. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area High School Baseball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM Radio app. Now to the diamond for high school baseball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good afternoon, and welcome to Pittsfield High School Baseball this afternoon as the Pittsfield Saukees welcome in the New Berlin Pretzels this afternoon. Mark Froelich and Maddie Ingram, and you told me as we walked in, it's National Pretzel Day today.
It is.
So does that bode well for New Berlin, or is Pittsfield going to take a big bite out of the pretzels?
I was wondering how you were going to tie that one together. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Both teams are full of some great athletes and should be a good game this afternoon.
It's Pittsfield and New Berlin. We'll start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice is seeking compassionate nurses to join our work family. We offer competitive pay, great benefits, and flexible scheduling. Don't wait. Apply today at pikecountyhealth.org.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Getting ready for the Pittsfield Saukees and the New Berlin Pretzels here this afternoon. And we've seen Pittsfield a few times now. They've got a pretty stacked lineup, especially according to some of the mega fans that we have running around here this afternoon.
Hovering around and letting us know exactly what that lineup is looking like. And so Pittsfield, they do have some depth in their lineup, especially when it comes to pitching. I feel like there's no lack of pitching, which sometimes is really hard to establish at the high school level.
That's definitely true, and they can get contributions up and down the lineup on a pretty significant basis, and that makes a good a good problem, just finding at bats for everyone up and down and playing time. But they're doing a good job finding that mix here. Pittsfield off to a pretty good start in the season.
Yeah, and it can be difficult at times to kind of find your spot, especially when you can move around so much. But I feel like they've been pretty consistent and finding their spot, staying grounded, and they're kind of error-free at times, and so they're able to really settle in and do the little things right.
New Berlin, they've got some good athletes. It looks like they're pretty sharp, at least here in the warm-up, but they're a young team. Pretty freshman and sophomore heavy, only 3 seniors rostered for this Pretzel team. So it's trying to find that experience kind of on the fly.
Yeah, and we got the opportunity to talk with Coach Hines of the Pittsfield Saukees before the game today, and he was talking about how well-rounded this group is, especially for being as young as they are. And so it's going to be a tough challenge today, and there's obviously a big difference in some of the height in comparison to the Pittsfield kids, but they look like athletes out there. And if you told me that they were underclassmen whenever they take the field, you probably wouldn't even know it.
And they've got some great names. You'll hear those when we go through our starting lineups in just a little bit. But we'll hear that interview with the coach coming up after this break when we check our keys to the game on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ's Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Tim Jenkins, Eolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Getting ready for Pittsfield and New Berlin, and Maddie had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Pittsfield Saukees, and he'll give us our keys to the game.
Yeah, they're solid. They're in the Sangamo Conference for baseball, so they play a lot of quality teams. Seems like they're putting up some runs, and it'll be a tough game for us. Luckily, we get to play them at home. As far as preparing, we're just being consistent day in, day out. Not changing our approach. Just continue to harp on the little things defensively. Make the routine plays, pitchers throw strikes, and put together quality at bats.
And that's the head coach of the Pittsfield Saukees, and you had a chance to talk with him a little more. How does he feel about his team at this point in the season?
Early in the season, they were trying to find that consistency, which we've seen out of a lot of teams, and you normally do. And so after they've been able to settle in, they've been able to find their groove, and just as he mentioned, they started doing those little things right. They work on them in practice, and they've carried them over to the game. And so, he's feeling pretty good about their season. They hit kind of a rough stretch to start. Then they went on like a 5 or 6 game win streak, and then they've kind of never looked back since then.
And like he said, the keys are simple. Make your pitches, execute the plays, get hits when you need them, and you limit the mistakes.
Score more than the other team.
Exactly. As long as that number is bigger than their number, at the end of the game you win.
Yeah, and I think Pittsfield does a great job of that, and it's something that they've really bought into in this second half of the season. And so look for them to do the same today, but it's going to be a tough match.
Those are our keys to the game. Starting lineups are coming up on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Locker Service.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green Clopton and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Lineups for Pittsfield and New Berlin. We'll start with the Pretzels. They'll lead it off with the left fielder, number 21, Gannon Dodd. Then the second baseman, number 15, great name, Rockman Prince.
Such a good name.
Yes.
He goes by Rock.
Goes by Rock. His walk-up song used to be Like a Rock. I was thinking something by a rock artist like Prince, maybe. Raspberry Beret or something. Or
yeah.
Let's Go Crazy, something. But he went with Like a Rock.
We did offer our suggestions.
Yes. First baseman bats third, number 23, Lucas Bixby. Then the third baseman, number 10, bats cleanup, Reed Hepperly. Center fielder in the 5 spot, number 19, Jacob Roberts. Then the shortstop, number 2, Trevor Colwell. The pitcher bats 7th, number 5, Nolan Robinson. Then the catcher, number 24, Wyatt France. And they'll round out the order with the right fielder, number 14, James Moore. For the Pittsfield Saukees, they'll lead it off with the catcher, number 7, Luke Sachs. Then the pitcher, number 2, Brennan Tomhave. In the 3 spot is the center fielder, number 9, Nolan Daniel. Then the left fielder, number 11, Connor Allen. Shortstop bats 5th, number 12, Justin Pennock. Then the third baseman, number 23, Draven Peterbow. And then the right fielder, number 3, Hayden Gratton. Tim Hall, the second baseman in the 8 spot, he wears number 8. And batting 9th is the designated hitter, number 16, Luke Archer. Playing first, fielding only, is number 22, Clayton Reinhardt. So there's your starting lineups. The teams have finished their warm-ups, just waiting on the umpires who are making their way across the bridge or almost at the bridge on the way to the field. Got a little runoff creek between the road and the field here at Pittsfield. So they'll exchange the lineup cards here momentarily, and then the Pittsfield Saukees will take the field for this matchup against New Berlin on National Pretzel Day here at Pittsfield and across the land.
Across the land. We're celebrating with pretzels. Hopefully somebody was looking at the concession stand. Maybe we get one before the end of the day.
With or without cheese?
With cheese.
You go with cheese, I go without cheese. I like the natural salt flavors of my soft pretzel.
Well, it makes your mouth really dry.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Umpires have made their way to the dish, so the lineup cards being exchanged. We'll take a break, come back with baseball in just minutes on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Loyalty Dogs, Crazy Ladies Garden Center, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the Just Talking Form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega banks. When you need a loan, visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Set the defense for Pittsfield ahead of the top of the first inning. Across the outfield, it's Connor Allen in left, Nolan Daniel in center. Hayden Gratton is the right fielder. Draven Peterbow is the third baseman. Justin Pennock is the shortstop. Tim Hull at second base, and Clayton Reinhardt over at first. Luke Sachs behind the plate, and Brennan Tomhave will be doing the pitching here this afternoon for the Pittsfield Saukees as the Pretzels are ready to bat.
Yeah, they've been standing there for a few minutes.
Practice swings, and now the Saukees take the field, and Brennan Tomhave will take some warm-up tosses, and we'll get this game underway here from Pittsfield.
He's seen a lot of time at first base this season, so looking to get some time from the bump today and hopefully put in a couple of efficient innings.
We brought the binoculars to get the official distance on this outfield wall, and I'm not believing it.
Me either.
315 to the pole in right field. The center field fence is 340 listed.
No.
At the scoreboard, 330, maybe. And then at the left field pole, 325. This field looks a lot bigger than that.
Yeah.
I would say maybe 385, 390 to center.
Yeah, I was thinking probably 390 for sure. I mean, it just in comparison to Bowling Green where we just were yesterday, somebody parked one like 405 feet at least.
Yeah.
And so this field seems a lot bigger, at least being here today.
Yeah. Could that be the vantage? You know, we're high above at Bowling Green. It looks small. No, I think this is much bigger. I don't think it's an optical illusion.
No. You got to do some running if that ball gets past you here.
If it is an optical illusion, it is the greatest home field advantage in baseball history.
Yeah, it's not the hitter's advantage.
The visitors would be,
yeah,
they'd be pretty.
The depth perception.
Yeah. All right, Gannon Dodd, tall leadoff man, wears number 21, plays left field for New Berlin. He digs in. Brennan Tomhave is ready. And the first pitch of this ball game is driven off the bag at first and into short right field. Making the turn but staying at first is Dodd. And a one-pitch, one-base hit for the Pretzels.
The ball skipped a couple times coming up the line and then hit hard off the front of the bag, and Reinhardt couldn't get a glove on it.
You could say when it hit the bag, it had Reinhardt all twisted up.
Kind of like a pretzel.
Exactly, at first base. That'll bring in Rockman Prince. Rock bats from the right-hand side. He fouls one back. They're coming up aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
Against Tomhave. He wears number 15. Second baseman for the Pretzels. Pretzels, no orange on their jerseys. The only orange is a pretzel on their helmet. Runner goes. Pitch was in the dirt. Count goes to 1-1, and it's a stolen base for Gannon Dodd.
Not only are they aggressive at the plate, they're already aggressive on the base path. Good start for New Berlin.
Tomhave now from the stretch. Delivers a 1-1 pitch, and this one's fouled off. Out of play toward the track, and the count goes to 1-2.
I don't know where the number one fan is, but it looks like he may need to go get that.
Yeah.
If he wants to win bullpen catcher, like he was saying.
Yeah. 1-2 the count to Prince. And this one grounded to the third baseman. Up with it is Peterborough, and he throws across, gets the out there. Return throw to third is not in time.
And lots of dust was kicked up in that slide. I'm surprised that Pennock was able to see that ball all the way into his glove and attempt to tag.
Yeah, all they did was water down home plate and the pitcher's mound this afternoon, so very dusty on the base paths. Runner at third now, 1 out. Put out goes 5-3. Set up inside on the first pitch to Lucas Bixby, and he fouls it toward the on-deck circle, 0-1.
That had a weird way of coming around Bixby to get to the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Surprised he didn't foul it off a foot or any other limb.
0-1. Tom Have, deep breath, now pitching from the full wind again with the runner at third base, and he delivers the ball up high. 1-1. Tom Have stands tall on the mound. And the next, good curveball, falls low, and the count goes to 2-1.
Tough pitch to take. Had great break on it. A pitcher's pitch.
As a lefty, low and inside was my jam. The 2-1, and this one is grounded slowly to first. They'll get the out there. The run will score, and it's 1-0 New Berlin on an RBI ground out.
Even attempting to charge that ball, it would have been really tough to get the runner coming down the line and get the runner at home. You had to make a decision. The decision by Reinhardt was to tag first base.
Good idea, and that'll bring in Reed Hepperly. It's 1-0 Pretzels. This one grounded to the third baseman. Reaching for it was Peterboe, and he throws across, and the side is retired. New Berlin scores 1. Leadoff hit. Comes all the way around, and it's 1-0 after a half inning. Pittsfield coming up on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the Square and Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Set the defense for New Berlin, and Gannon Todd is in left. Jacob Roberts in center. James Moore is in right. Reed Hepperly is the third baseman. Trevor Caldwell is at short. Rockman Prince is the second baseman. Lucas Bixby over at first, and Wyatt France behind the plate. Nolan Robinson done with his warm-up tosses, so we're ready for baseball. I was just connecting the dots between all the position players.
Mm-hmm.
You know what shape it makes?
Pretzel.
A pretzel, and I guess Wyatt France is just
He's the cheese on the side.
Loose salt, maybe? I don't know. But Robinson ready, and Luke Sachs digs in. Batting from the left-hand side, and he takes a strike called to start the bottom of the first inning.
It's such a good mascot.
Oh, yeah, it is. The 0-1 up high, 1-1. 2 sacks. Right-handed catcher bats from the left-hand side exclusively. That one right at you. And it's a ball and 2-strike count.
I almost fell out of this chair. There's a metal fence.
That would have been 2 days in a row.
I know. Thank you for letting everyone know, Mark.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next, this one chopped. That is a foul ball at first base, fielded by Bixby.
The way he came around the bag, that was a tough decision to make. If he would have let it go 1 bounce further, it definitely would have been fair, and it probably would have hit the bag.
Yeah. Another 1-2 to Sachs. And that is just a ball. 2-2. That's tough to take.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have been walking back to the dugout. And this one is ripped between that 3-4 hole and into right field for a leadoff hit for Luke Sachs.
So both teams have started off this ball game with a hit down the first base side.
And we'll see if Pittsfield gets a similar result. 1-0 New Berlin as we play here in the bottom of the first inning. Brennan Tomhave, the pitcher, can help himself out. And there's a strike called. 0-1. As Robinson checks on that runner at first.
I think he took it to the thigh, maybe.
Yeah.
Bouncing around.
Rolled a few foot away. Picked up by Bixby. Oh, and 1. That one up high, a ball and a strike. Our super fan was actually sharing the steal sign with the opposing coaches before the game. Runner goes. This one fouled, or actually lifted into right. They're going to have to hurry back to the bag, and the throw is just late. Would have been a force. Head first slide by Sachs. Gets him back in there. There's one away.
That was hit and run action. Sachs was on his way to second base, and Tomhave did what he could. He just lifted it. James Moore made a good catch and was able to relay that ball in pretty quickly and almost got Sachs as close as he was to second.
Brings in Nolan Daniel, and this one is lifted to right. Moving over on it is Moore. And in the gap, he makes the catch for the second out.
So that's 2 in a row to Moore.
After the leadoff hit.
Which was also fielded by Moore.
So he's been busy here in the bottom of the first inning, and that brings in Connor Allen, batting cleanup today. This is the left fielder. He looks like he's ready to drive one. Check on the runner at first. And Sachs back in safely. So he's getting dirty here in the bottom of the first inning. Takes his lead. Runner goes. Throw down is off to the third base side of the bag, and it's a stolen base.
Head first dive into second.
Yeah, he likes the head first slide, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Pitch was a ball. Robinson comes set, and from the stretch, he delivers. Up high, 2-0. Looks like they're being careful here with Connor Allen.
Have a scouting report on him.
Well, he's a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
The 2-0. Ooh, good curve. 2-1.
Knees buckled, hands kind of went forward. Good pitch.
2 balls and a strike. 2 outs and a runner at second, and that almost hit him. 3-1. Pretzels have a full dugout. Not enough room for elbows on the railing.
No. They're smaller dugouts, but they still brought quite a few guys today.
And he walked him. Pitch was up high. And there's runners at first and second. And the inning continues for Justin Pennock. He's the shortstop. Where's number 12? Steps in. He's ready to do some running. He's got the oven mitt in his back pocket.
That's truly what they look like.
And this one is a slow roller to third, and they're not going to get anybody. Puts it in his pocket. Happerly makes a good call and just holds on to that one instead of throwing it down the line. And now the bases are loaded after the infield hit. So Draven will bat here with the bases loaded and 2 outs.
Making it through the lineup for the Saukees.
They still trail 1-0. There's a strike called to Peterbow.
He made a couple of solid plays in the top half of the first over at third base.
0-1, make it 0-2. Took a curveball for a strike. Now Draven going to have to shorten up. Granton on deck. The 0-2 Just got a piece. I mean, just got a piece of that. Fouls it back to the screen. Still 0-2. It's a big pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Still early in this ball game, but it's 1-0. You got bases loaded. You got to do something here. And a swing and a miss, and the inning comes to a close. Pittsfield leaves the bases loaded, still trail New Berlin 1-0 after 1 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, "The sweetest fruits of life come from serving others." And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
To the second inning we go. 1-0 New Berlin leading Pittsfield here from Pittsfield High School. And that one is popped up on the infield. First pitch, and who made the catch? The pitcher?
Brennan Tomhave. I don't know that there was a lot of communication. Tomhave was just kind of determined on getting it and continued running and almost hit Tim Hole, but comes away with the ball and out.
Yeah, kind of Willie May style over his shoulder. He was facing away from home plate when he made that catch. Guess if you're the biggest guy running, the other guys get out of your way, right?
That's exactly right.
So Roberts retired in one pitch, and now a ball on the first pitch to Caldwell.
Caldwell, the sixth spot. It'll be Robinson after this. If anybody gets on, it'll be France.
Kind of dropped down, Tom Haven did there, and slung it out into the left-hand batter's box for ball 2. The next. Took up high. 3-0. Good take there from Caldwell. The shortstop. Where's number 2?
After getting that quick out, Tom Have has kind of fell into a hole.
There's a strike called. A little smaller strike zone for Caldwell than most of the Pretzels. They're a tall group generally.
Mm-hmm.
There's strike 2 called, and the count goes full.
He got right back into that count.
Got to make one more pitch here, though. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and the base is empty for New Berlin. 3-2 pitch. Popped out of play. We'll do it again. New baseball out to the mound. Tom Aves set. Caldwell ready. And another 3-2 pitch is ball 4. Second base runner allowed by the Saukees. First walk issued by Brennan Tomhave.
So now both pitchers have walks today. One for both sides.
We'll bring in Nolan Robinson. He wears number 5. Saukees want a double play. Takes a strike. Looked like he wanted to pull the trigger and changed his mind last second.
We were talking about having those bigger strike zones and definitely used it to their full advantage there, as it was probably at the letters.
That one low and inside. Kind of started at the belly button and dropped right to the knee. 1 ball, 1 strike. Check on the runner at first, and back in safely is Caldwell. The next, outside, 2-1.
Good job by Luke Sachs to keep that ball in front of him and not let it get away. It was carrying to that other batter's box.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out and a runner at first. Another check on that runner, and drop down tag too late.
Nickname Robbie.
That one just missed. 3-1.
That looked much like that first pitch of the at-bat that was called a strike.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first, short lead. And that 3-1 pitch is grounded to third. Great diving stop, but the ball rolls out the end of the glove, and everyone's going to be safe. That's an infield hit, and there's 2 aboard.
Peterboat saved a run there as Caldwell was off the bag at first. He was probably about halfway when that ball was hit, but the left fielder, Connor Allen, was playing more towards center field, and it's going to continue to run in this grass, and so he just saved a run for his team.
Now you need an out. Wyatt France, the catcher. There's a strike called. They call him French fry?
I think so.
We got pretzels. We got French fries.
Okay.
And a 0-1 count.
The debate, pretzels or French fries?
At a ball game, pretzel. That one outside, 1-1. Although loaded fries are pretty good.
They are good.
But if you're going to load something at a ball game, you go nachos.
Mm-hmm.
We have too many options.
Tachos.
Yeah. That one rides in on France, and it's 2-1. Now I'm hungry.
Me too. Concession stand's right behind us. They can hear us. Maybe they cater to us.
Up over the head, and it's 3-1. And Tom Have just looks a little extra amped up with 2 runners aboard here and 1 out.
It's a lot to think about. Changes some of your mechanics, what you're doing.
Hitting a walk in the inning. Runners at first and second, 1 down. There's a strike called. Count goes full. A lot of full counts already.
Mm-hmm. Both sides.
And the 3-2 pitch to France. Swung on and missed. Got him this time.
That's a big comeback by Tom Have to go deep into that count and get the strikeout on the backside of it.
That'll bring in the number 9 man, James Moore. 2-out RBI opportunity at the bottom of the order. And the pitch taken for a strike. 0-1. Bigger lead out there at second base from Caldwell. A 1 pitch. He's going. Both runners are going, and this one's hit toward the gap. Tailing, and making the catch with a big leap at the last second is Hayden Gratton in the gap in right center field to end the inning. New Berlin leaves 2 aboard here in the top of the second. They still lead Pittsfield 1-0 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Inning and a half in, 1-0 New Berlin as Pittsfield comes up in the bottom of the second inning.
7-8-9. Hayden Gratton, who just stretched his legs out, so we know he's ready to run. He just made a great catch in right field. Something that you would have surely thought was over his head, was able to leg it out and make the jump to catch that ball in the inning. So he'll be up at the plate first.
Yep, those are baseball rules. You make a great catch, you lead off the next half inning.
Ball finds you.
Uh-huh. So Gratton digs in. They set up outside, and the first pitch to him hits the target right on the black, and it's 0-1. Set up outside again. Too far this time. 1-1. Got a mobile knothole gang out there in left. 3 golf carts, and this one is grounded foul. Getting a lot of foul territory here. Maybe that's something to do with the optical illusion. I still think this is a big ballpark.
Could be it, yeah.
1-2 the count. As Hayden Gratton digs back in.
We'll step it off ourselves.
We'll get April's tape measure. That one just kept tailing away from the right-hand batter, 2-2.
Tough to hold back on. Gratton, his hands kind of fell away from his body. He was able to stand back up, correct that pretty quick.
This one chopped to the third baseman. Up with it is Hepperly. The throw is offline, and good stretch in foul territory by Bixby for the first out.
He was able to have his back turned and stretch towards his dugout. So it was like a backward stretch. He wasn't stretching towards the throw. He was stretching away from the throw, was able to hang on to the bag.
Going back ways. Mark Grace from the Cubs was really good at that because he was playing with terrible Cubs infielders. But you got to give credit to the St. Louisan that played for the Cubs. Pitch was a ball. Did he win a series with the Diamondbacks, Grace? This one fouled out of play? Or was he already retired by 0-1?
I think he retired by then. I'm trying to remember some of the key players in that mix with the Diamondbacks.
That one goes up high. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out and the base is empty. Good chatter from both dugouts. This one is lifted into center. Tailing and making the catch is Roberts for the second out. Gave it a good ride, but not much movement from Roberts to make the catch. There's a healthy beard on the home plate umpire.
Yeah, I saw that when he was walking up.
Left-handed hitting. Luke Archer, the designated hitter in that 9 spot. So lefties at both ends of the order, and he takes a strike. Base is empty, 2 outs. The 0-1. Swung on and missed, pulled off it a bit. It's 0-2. This one right off the pitcher, changes direction. He got it in a good meaty spot. I think he's going to be all right, but it's an infield hit for Archer. He hit that one on the screws.
Yeah, and they're going to check on Robinson, rightfully so. That was a line drive right off the back. Maybe it looked like the back of his arm, but that was hard hit. Turn the right way. If you're not going to get out of the way, at least turn your back to it.
I think it got his backside. He's okay.
They're going to let him throw a couple of pitches to make sure that he's actually okay and it's not the adrenaline.
Always scary. Luckily, it was around the waist instead of up in the head area.
It was a hard hit, though. Good read by Archer to sit on that pitch, drive it right back where it came from.
And a couple of warm-ups for Robinson. He says he's fine. Tough kid. So a runner at first now with 2 outs for the Saukees. And back to the top of the order for Luke Sachs. Runner goes, and it hit him. Yeah, retribution, right? Your guy hits me, I'm going to hit your guy.
Now it's your turn. So, hit by pitch on the batter Sachs. That brings Brennan Tomhave to the plate.
Tying run in scoring position for the second straight inning. They set up outside for Tomhave, and he takes the ball high. And, even if he is physically okay, Robinson might be a little rattled. This is the time to strike if you're Pittsfield.
Especially being down 1.
Yep. Low, 2-0. Every pitch gets him a little more back in tune.
Mm-hmm.
Up high, 3-0. I would get mad as a pitcher.
Oh, yep, I did. I would get mad, and then somehow it improved my performance.
3-0 to Tomhave, and that's a 4-pitch walk. Bases loaded for the second straight inning for Pittsfield. Looking for that 2-out hit again with Nolan Daniel. Where's number 9? Will bat from the left-hand side.
So they've been in this situation of 2 outs, bases loaded before, needing to capitalize here.
And a strike. Called on the outside corner on the first pitch to Nolan Daniel. There is pull room for the lefty. That one gets away, but not far enough. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Daniel.
Good block from France. He was able to keep that within range, holding the runner at third base.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases loaded for Pittsfield. The next to Nolan is chop foul past first. And it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count.
I think they all may have those oven mitts.
Yeah.
See, I would say at least 75% of them have it.
This one off the fist, and it will get down. Race to the bag at first. He is safe, and a run scores. This ball game is tied at 1. I was looking for the umpire.
Yeah, that ball got away, went to the fence. Having to chase it down was Lucas Bixby. So this game is all tied up. Bases still loaded now for the 4 spot.
I think he beat it, despite the throw going
haywire.
Awry. So it's an RBI infield hit. That one is low on the first pitch to Connor Allen. 1-0.
His last at bat, he walked. So seeing the ball well.
On the corner, 1-1. And they're going to bring in a courtesy runner.
That is Lane Foster.
For the pitcher at second base. Allen is ready again. This one is hit to the third baseman and past him. 1 run in. Here comes another for Pittsfield. Ball gets away momentarily. They're going to try and score another. Relay to the plate, and it gets away. 3 runs come in, and all the way to third goes Connor Allen, and it's 4-1 Pittsfield.
Nolan Daniel, I don't know that he knew exactly what he wanted to do, if he wanted to dive, if he wanted to slide, so he went in sideways. He mall-copped it.
Yeah.
Call him Paul Blart.
It was a thing of beauty. And now out to talk to his team is the head coach for New Berlin. And they're going to stick with Robinson, down 4-1.
Brings Justin Pinnock to the plate. He had a ground ball down the third baseline, and it was kind of a dribbler. He ended up at first base with an infield hit.
Do you go two runs batted in for Connor Allen, or do you give them all 3?
2 runs batted in, and then the throw was where the last one came.
This one is laced, and that is a foul ball by a foot. Allen can't believe it. It was fair when it went over his head.
Coach Hines was also doing the wind-up at third base that so many coaches regularly do.
0-1. As Pittsfield has busted this game open, Pennock the batter. He almost added to the lead. Ooh, just off that corner, 1-1.
Good pitch.
Allen takes his lead off third. The next to Pennock. Inside.
Ran back over the plate on that inside and couldn't get around it was France to frame it.
Looked like Pennock was trying to drop down and may take that off the elbow. 2-1. That one fouled. Off the screen, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hello, Pennock. He had a wake-up call there. The ball came right down in front of him.
It took a while to come down, too.
Yeah. Hit off that top pole.
Two balls, 2 strikes. With 2 outs and a swing and a miss, and the inning comes to a close. Pittsfield scores 4, now lead New Berlin 4-1 after 2 innings on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Locker Service.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Ball on the first pitch of the top of the 3rd inning. New Berlin now trailing Pittsfield 4-1 after 2 innings.
They're back at the top of the lineup, though, with Dodd at the plate.
That one just missed, 2-0.
He led this game off, and he actually came around to score. He had a ball that hit off the bag at first base for a single.
The 2-0, and that one's fouled out of play. Look out, track team. 2-1. Play him a little closer to the bag this time at first and third. And a swing and a miss. 2-2.
The ball had some nice break to that outside corner.
Seemed like Tom Hay found a little more zip on that pitch. The 2-2 pitch. Up and in. Almost knocked the Pretzel off his helmet. Choked up on 3-2 is Dodd, and he takes a ball on base for the 2nd time already in this ball game.
not what Pittsfield wants to see after taking the lead here, 4-1, leading off the inning with a walk, and it's the top of the lineup that you're doing that at.
That'll bring in Rock Prince.
Rockman, that was his full name, right? Rockman.
This one popped up with the hit and run on. Goes pretty deep into right center field. Making the catch is Nolan Daniel. Throw it back in, and the runner back into first base with one out.
Hayden Gratton was there to back up Nolan Daniel, just in case things didn't go as planned.
That'll bring in Lucas Bixby in the left-hand batter's box. And a swing and a miss. Elevated that one a little bit.
Lots of lefties today.
0-1. Check on the runner and back with a head first slide. Good drop tag there from Reinhardt.
Had some sweeping action to it. Gave a little flash to the umpire like, hey, I have it. That's selling it.
Popped up with the runner going again. Late break by everyone, but making the catch is the left fielder, Connor Allen. He actually slipped on his first step.
He did, and he just kicked a big chunk of grass / mud, whatever is out there, around after making that catch.
He threw it. He didn't replace it. Oh, Daniel threw it. He didn't replace the divot. So that's your divot, Connor Allen.
Way to recover, though. He had to bust it to get there.
Third baseman and shortstop both had that, oh no, first step toward the outfield as that one's taken for a strike.
That was more hit and run stuff.
Epperly with a runner at first and 2 down. Swings and misses. That sweeping breaking ball.
He was guessing there.
Yeah. Guessed wrong. Now it's 0-2. Long look from Tom Have. Now he comes set from the stretch, kicks and delivers. Runner goes, and this one popped out of play.
That one traveled a long way. Had quite a bit of height to it as well.
Runner went all the way to third base. Just cuts back across the center of the field.
Give me time. Go back and touch them all.
Well, then they would have pitch clocked him. 0-2. Tom Have going to shut down the Pretzels here in the top of the third instead of step off. Epperly with Roberts on deck. And the 0-2 bounces in. A ball and 2 strikes.
Fantastic block from Luke Sachs. The ball was skipping in. Able to keep his chest over it and his glove down. Make sure that didn't get past.
1-2 swung on and missed. They'll have to step out and throw to first, and they get the out there. Runner was going. He's like, what's happening? I'm standing here at second base. But the inning has come to a close with the strikeout, 2-3 on the putout. We head to the bottom of the third. Pittsfield coming up, leading New Berlin 4-1 on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Loyalty Dogs, Crazy Ladies Garden Center, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
6, 7, and 8 for the Saukees. Peterborough, Granton, and Hull against Robinson, who's still out there after taking a line drive off the body last inning.
He was able to bounce back pretty nicely.
Well, there's some changes.
25 for 10. Must be somebody. So Reed Hepperly coming out, and number 25, Mason Scroggins, will be in for him.
Okay. So a change at third base. And Peterborough. Hey,
I didn't
good
flinch
job.
that time.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about that for the next couple of days. How proud I am. It's the little things.
Yep. Up high, 1-1 to Draven. Leading off the bottom of the third inning. That one in the dirt. Off the shoes of Draven.
Robinson has a pretty good mix of pitches, and he's able to use them effectively. Just he struggles a little bit when he gets behind. Has to stick with that fastball.
This one grounded to the shortstop. Up with it is Caldwell, and his throw across gets Peterborough by 3 steps. Leadoff man retired, and that'll bring in Hayden Gratton. Gratton wears number 3.
He hit a ground ball to third base his last at bat. Was thrown out at first. That was the one that was held on to backwards.
Yeah. It was a good play by the first baseman to pull in that throw, and a pitch high to start the second at bat for Hayden Gratton. The next from Robinson is lifted mile high to left center, ranging over and making the catch in front of the scoreboard. That just kept going.
Yeah, he was right at the fence. He ran into it.
So Dodd makes the catch. That one just got up in the stratosphere and kept going almost out to the Saukees statue underneath the scoreboard. So 2 outs, and that brings in Tim Hull. And he takes a ball high. One 0. Ooh. Right down the middle for ball 2.
That's tough.
Yeah. I don't think there was much framing going on either.
No.
2-0 pitch. There's a strike. 2 balls and a strike. To Hull. 2 outs and the base is empty. Pittsfield up 4-1, and that one's high. 3 balls and a strike.
He's just missing, though. Little bit of elevation, but not much.
This one popped up. Going to give it a look, and it'll reach the seats.
Landed right there behind the dugout. New Berlin's dugout.
Three and 2. The count to Hull with the number 9 man Archer on deck. Just got a piece.
His foot was stepping towards his dugout.
Yeah.
Just the front one, though.
Mm-hmm.
Opened up, sawed that one off.
So another 3-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, and the inning comes to a close. 1-2-3 go the Pittsfield Saukees. They still lead New Berlin 4-1. 4th inning coming up. Maddie will tell you about it after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House. Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Ground rule double to start the fourth inning. That was Jacob Roberts. Ball was sent down the right field line, hopped once, hopped the fence.
Kind of a odd curve, kind of a la Fenway Park. The pesky pole out there. It was fair. Doesn't really look like the corner.
No. Yeah. This one is bunted high, and it's not getting a good read on it with Sachs. He did everything he could to stand up, but lost it, taking off that mask. Yeah, because you also have a white pole down that right field line. But it's not the pole that we're using.
Yeah.
0-1 the count on number 2, Trevor Caldwell.
And the curve in the fence is closer to the white pole than it is the yellow pole.
Next pitch, taken on the outside, strike. That runner at second base with no outs. Runner at second base is Roberts. Tom Have on the bump for the Saukees. He has no 2 count here on Caldwell. Next pitch, just missing outside.
Pretty good 0-2 pitch.
Trying to elevate maybe a little bit. Sachs was definitely up out of his stance. 1-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt.
Good block.
He's pretty solid back there.
Luke Sachs moves very well behind the plate.
In the last at bat, Caldwell got 2 strikes on him pretty quickly. Then he was able to draw the walk. It's 2-2 now with him at the plate. This one chopped down the third baseline, foul, stopped by Coach Hines. Well, I can't say stopped.
Yeah, bobbled just a bit.
Recovers nicely.
Yeah.
So they'll try 2-2 again. Tom Have takes a look at the runner. The next pitch is lined back up the middle right to the second baseman. He gets the ball on the line drive caught, and they throw it to second base for out number 2, a double play.
Line out double play to erase the leadoff ground rule double, and it completely changes the complexion of this inning. Is coming to the plate now, nobody on and 2 outs instead of maybe a runner in scoring position.
Very heads-up play from Tim Hull to help his pitcher out. Good pitch, though, by Tom Have to induce that.
And there's nothing that the runner at second could have done about that.
They've been doing a lot of hit and runs today, too. And strike 1 to Robinson. So they've had those bigger jumps.
Yeah, Coach Bo Gum has been very aggressive for the New Berlin Pretzels.
0-1 the count on Robinson. Tailing 1-1. Next pitch from Tom Have. He catches a corner there, make it strike 2.
Dugout for New Berlin. Doing a good job trying to shake off the shock of that line-out double play and get things going again.
Trying to keep the energy up. That one heads to the top of the zone. We've seen that pitch called a strike today, but missing. 2-2 with 2 outs, nobody on. Pittsfield leading 4-1 this afternoon. That one also up and in. 3-2.
Tom Have talking to himself a little bit after that one got away from him.
Wanting to close the door on this one if he can. Oh, and a late call at the top of the zone. That's strike 3. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. Pittsfield still has the lead 4-1 over New Berlin on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice is seeking compassionate nurses to join our work family. We offer competitive pay, great benefits, and flexible scheduling. Don't wait. Apply today at pikecountyhealth.org.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
9-1-2 due up for the Pittsfield Saukees, so it'll be Archer, Sachs, Tom Have. If anybody gets on, it'll be Nolan Daniel. They've been able to turn over the lineup. This will be their 3rd time through after the 9-hole hitter, so a couple of times today already.
Yeah, they've had bases loaded twice, and despite that 1-2-3 bottom of the 3rd inning, they've moved through this lineup pretty frequently.
They've been able to load the bases a couple of times as well, able to execute that 2nd time they had bases loaded, and that's where our score's at with 4-1 as the Saukees lead the Pretzels. The Pretzels. I love it. I love the mascot.
National Pretzel Day.
I like the cinnamon sugar pretzels.
That's not a pretzel. It's
dessert.
A twisty donut.
I like donuts too. Is there a donut team? Because I would really like that mascot.
I think there is.
First pitch from Robinson to Archer. It's swung on, miss. Strike 1. Be a good minor league team name. 0-1. This one hit down the first baseline, foul. Now 0-2. And Archer's last at bat, well, he hit Robinson. So trying to be a little bit more fine with him here. This one is hit to the 3-4 hole and can't be stopped by Rockman Prince, and so a single for Archer. He might have had it if he was maybe one step quicker. That had a couple of hops to it.
So just looking at some of the best just in this state high school mascots, the Argo Argonauts, the
I like
Hoopston Corn Jerkers, the DeKalb Barbs, the New Berlin Pretzels make the list.
Ball 1 on the batter. Sachs. Staying close to first base is Archer. This one is popped in the air and out of play. That went into the little
Tudopolis Wooden Shoes.
Wooden shoes?
Their mascot is a clog. Now, when I was in school, we played our rival for a pair of clogs.
Do I want to ask? Next one, swung on, hit to right field, having to go back, trailing, and got the catch at the last second. It was James Moore in right field. Out number 1.
Yeah, we had there was one red and one green clog. We played for the Shoes. It's kind of like the Oak and Bucket game, except for we played 2 games. We played a football game, which has gone by the wayside because our team was terrible. So they stopped playing our arch rival. And then the other game was a soccer game.
Checking on the runner at first base, back in safely is Archer. Was it the same pair every year? Okay,
same pair.
I was going to make sure.
Very old wooden clogs.
A delicacy.
Ooh.
Reynolds is the catcher as that foul ball hit right off of his mask. That's France. Stood up quickly, but they're going to give him a second.
Yeah, he's speaking French right now. He was wide-eyed when he came out of his crouch after taking that one.
Looking around.
Squaw off the cage.
So, giving him a little bit of extra time before he gets set. He's ready to go. Runner at first base with 1 out. Brennan Tomhave at the plate. 0-1 the count. They're going to check on the runner at first.
That was very close.
It was. The tag was there. The throw was there. Just good placement. Bixby did a good job at first, but safely in there is Archer. They're going to check on him again.
I think he's giving France a little more time.
Mm-hmm. Got to stay on your toes over at first base. 0-1 to Tomhave. Taking off is Archer. They're going to throw down to second and sliding right into the tag, but he drops the ball, goes to the outfield. He's safe.
Pitch was a strike. Count goes to 0-2. Someone specifically requesting a home run from Brennan Tomhave.
Oh, it's our buddy.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
0-2 on Tomhave with the runner now at second base, so 90 feet closer. Ooh, that's a tough one to take. Ball on the outside, 1-2.
Yeah, 0-2. I'd be puckered a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Tomhave digs back in. The next pitch from Robinson, looping, ball 2.
That's a good pitch to follow up the last pitch with.
Mm-hmm. Would have easily tied someone up. Now 2-2 to Tomhave.
Good take by Brennan.
Next pitch, they go outside, 3-2. Don't want to lose him here.
Yeah, wasted fastball there. You get at 2-2, you come back at him, maybe run it in toward the right-handed batter.
3-2. Ball 4. So Tomhave takes his walk down to first base. He's been walked twice today, back-to-back at-bats.
The first 4 pitches were masterful
Mm-hmm.
from Robinson, and I think this is going to do it for Nolan Robinson as head coach Bo Gum comes to the mound, makes a slow walk. This is his second visit of the ball game.
So looks like they're
He hasn't given up the ball yet.
No.
They're going to stick with him.
They maybe made a pact there. Like, okay, if you don't get this next hitter, you're going to come in and such is going to go to right field. So we'll see how that plays out.
Brings in the left-hand hitting Nolan Daniel, and this is a very dangerous part of the Pittsfield lineup.
Yeah, Daniel, he has an RBI today. He's who tied this ball game up initially. And that was a slow rolling ground ball to second base, his last at bat.
Mm-hmm.
So he digs in on the left side. Oven mitt in pocket. This one fouled back towards us.
Up above.
Connor Allen will hustle over, pick it up, toss it to the home plate umpire.
Front row gave him props for the hustle.
We haven't seen it a lot this year. They're usually sending umpires out to chase foul balls.
Oop.
That one just let go of at the top of his mechanics there.
Yeah, he lost his release point.
1-1. Let it go.
Let go of that one around his ear.
That one comes for Nolan Daniels' ear. 2-1.
He must have heard us say ear. And
oh, that's what we're aiming for? Cool. 2-1, runners at first and second base. Good jumps. This one hit hard to right center field. It's going back over the head of the right fielder. It's off the wall. Nolan Daniels going to pull up at first base before taking second. Here comes the run across to score, 5-1. Ball's rolling around on the infield, so now runners at second and third with that moonshot from Nolan Daniel.
Ends up being an RBI double, and it's 5-1. Pittsfield tacks on, and the inning continues, just one out. And just like you said, back out of the dugout is Bo Gum, and we're going to have a pitching change here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Robinson will be replaced. It looks like it's going to be
that is number 20, I believe. So that is James Ushman.
He's coming out of the dugout, so off the bench is Ushman to take over. We'll take a break, come back as he warms up. 5-1 Pittsfield on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ's Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan. At Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, we take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, on the square in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Ushman takes over for Nolan Robinson, so he's out of the ball game, out of the lineup, and Ushman's in. His first batter will be Connor Allen. First pitch strike.
Painted that corner.
That's what you got to do when you come into a ball game. You got to throw strikes. Let the defense work behind you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good start. 0-1. That was hard to hold back on, but Connor Allen somehow did. 1-1.
Runners at second and third, a run in for Pittsfield.
Swung on, foul tip, held on to by France.
For a 1-2 count with one down.
The next. This one, good chase pitch. Had some good spin and a good frame from France, but it's a ball, 2-2.
See if he wastes one here.
He does. 3-2.
Went up high out of the zone. Connor Allen wasn't chasing. Now he's going to have to make a pitch.
Gonna take a moment to adjust his batting gloves. And just delaying a little. 3-2 is the count, so a battle with the 4th spot. Oh, got him chasing. That's a strikeout.
I wasn't expecting him to extend wide in the zone there on 3-2. I thought he'd come after him. I think that's what Connor Allen was thinking as well, and he guessed wrong.
So now 2 outs. Coming into the game, Ushman, he gets the strikeout of the 4 spot. Connor Allen, that brings Pinnock to the plate. He takes strike 1 on that outside corner. A little high. 0-1. Runners at second and third get their jump. Pitch from Ushman, and he gets Pinnock out on that front foot swinging. 0-2.
So now Justin going to have to shorten up behind 0-2. Runners at second and third. They love a couple more runs here.
0-2 pitch. And looking at strike three was Pinnock. We're headed to the top of the fifth inning here at Pittsfield. Pittsfield leads New Berlin 5-1 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Lockers Service.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
5-1 to start the fifth inning. First pitch strike on the batter. And that's Wyatt France. Made a couple of changes with the lineup. That's not one of them. France still behind the plate today for New Berlin. Big swing there. Strike two.
Bottom fell out of that pitch. As Tom Have looks like he's getting stronger as this game's going on.
Settled in nicely. May have some of these hitters figured out after making his way through the lineup. 0-2 pitch, that one wasted high. And standing as tall as he could on his tiptoes was Sachs to make sure that that ball didn't get past. 1-2.
Oh, man.
That was dirty. Backed him off the plate. Caught him looking. That was strike three.
That was a big-time curveball, too, from Brennan Tomhave. Had him leaning back, and then it just dropped right back over the heart of the plate for strike three.
He's had his number today, as that was the second strikeout that France had.
It's 24. I've got his number, too.
That one taken on the outside. It's ball one.
I froze you with that curveball, didn't I?
You did. Definitely a curveball in my call. And that one hits off the glove of Sachs, goes to the screen. 2-0.
James Moore.
He hit a deep fly to right field his last at bat. It was caught, and that one swung on, missed.
New Berlin not afraid to swing the bat ahead in the count. I don't think they have a stop sign.
2-1. Another swing, same pitch. Fooled him. 2-2. Getting in another practice swing is James Moore before he steps in. Come back with this one. Swinging again. That's a strikeout. So back-to-back Ks for Tom Have.
One looking, one swinging, and there's two away as we head back to the top of the order for Gannon Dodd.
He walked his last at bat. And then to start the game, he's the one who came around to score. So we know his capabilities. It's getting on base. First pitch, fouled back towards us, and no, I did not flinch.
I think the camera did, though.
A little bit.
That was off a little bit away from us toward the New Berlin dugout.
0-1 to Dodd. He hits this one hard down the third baseline, diving. Can't get a glove on it as Peterbow. So pulling up at first base is Dodd. Single down that left field line.
It's funny, that's what my daughter has called me for years, Dodd.
Dodd.
Swear she's half British.
Doesn't she call April Mum?
At
Mummy?
times, yeah.
She's done it quite a bit around me. Taking off on the pitch is Dodd. He's into second base. Gets past Sachs, but staying there is Dodd. They're yelling Rocky at him.
Rockman, Rocky, he answers to all of them.
So Rockman Prince, he steps back into the box with a 1-0 count. Make it 2. It's a cool name. 2-0.
Yeah, I've never heard of a Rockman before.
No.
Today.
That one comes back over the plate, hits off the glove of Sachs. He keeps it in front of him, but it's ball 3. Don't think it was going where it was supposed to.
Kind of crossed up his catcher a little bit.
Digging back into the box is Prince. He takes a fastball on the outside, 3-1.
He was taking all the way. 3-1 is batter's judgment, usually.
Ooh, went for his head. Ball 4. Prince was able to jump out of the way. He finds his way on base.
And that'll draw a visit from the Pittsfield dugout. Here in a 5-1 ball game, 2 outs, 2 on.
Wonder if it's just a conversation or if they're going to take the ball away from Tom Have. He really hasn't had a lot of trouble today.
No. They had to work for that run in the top of the first inning.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Tom Abe went right back up on top of the mound, put his foot on the rubber, and put the ball in his glove. He wasn't giving that up.
I'm not
easy.
leaving this game.
Says, I got this, coach. Me versus Bixby.
You're going to have to remove me.
Will have to carry me off this mound.
I am now cement. 2 outs, runners at first and second base. And Lucas Bixby at the plate, your first baseman for New Berlin. This one hit hard, finds a hole, gets to right field. They're going to send him home. He's in there safely. They tossed it anyways. So another run on the board for New Berlin. 5-2. That was Gannon Dodd who came around to score. He started things off here with a single. Then we had a walk.
Nice slide at home plate, too.
He did a Trey Turner?
Yeah.
Where he popped up? Yeah.
Wasn't quite Trey Turner smooth, but it was nice.
Oh, yeah. So now this is Scroggins that is in the ballgame playing third base. This will be his first at bat, and he ropes this one over the head of the left fielder, going towards the scoreboard, and it's right at the fence. They're going to have to pick it up. 1 run comes across the plate. Now 2, they're going to toss it into third base, holding Scroggins at second. But this game now is within 1.
Little 2-out rally here from the Pretzels. And the tying run in scoring position for Jacob Roberts. And that'll be it for Brendan Tomhave. He was looking pretty strong, got the first 2, and every bit of this damage has been done with 2 outs. So a pitching change for Pittsfield here in the top of the 5th inning. A 5-4 ball game on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Loyalty Dogs, Crazy Ladies Garden Center, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
So the Saukees first baseman, Reinhardt, he comes out of this game. Brennan Tomhave goes to first. Foster takes left field. And then on the pitcher's bump is Connor Allen.
And Reinhardt was designated player, or the flex player, so I'm not sure how that affects Luke Archer in that number 9 spot, if he's replacing both of them, or if Lane Foster is fielding only and Archer will still bat.
We'll still have to see what they do. But 2 outs.
Runner at second, 5-4 ball game. Pittsfield leading New Berlin.
As Allen's getting his warm-up pitches in, Saukees waiting and watching. That was Scroggins who came into this ball game, his first at bat. He just found a gap in the outfield, and it was a big gap. Nearly cleared the fence out by the scoreboard. Lucky that's all it was, because if he would have actually cleared the fence, it would have been a tied ball game.
Yep.
5-4 instead.
Roberts digs in.
And Allen's ready to go. First pitch. That's strike 1. That's what they needed him to do.
High strike call, but gets ahead.
Roberts, in his last at-bat off Tomhave, he hit that ground rule double. Hopped the fence. 0-1. Good pitch. Had some good sinking action. Able to freeze them. 0-2. Need to get out of this one here. The 0-2 pitch. Sachs comes out of his squatted stance. This one is hit high, out of play over our heads, back towards some cars. So this battle continues. Still 0-2.
Big lead at second base.
The next pitch. Trying to get him to chase, but they caught him on that outside corner. It's a strike 3 called. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. It's a 1-run ball game. Pittsfield leads New Berlin 5-4 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Bottom of the 5th inning, and this game has taken a turn as the Pretzels have taken back a couple of runs. It's 5-4. Pittsfield still has the lead, but a different feel in this ball game because it felt like Pittsfield really had some control there coming into that inning.
Yeah, and all with 2 outs. So the Pretzels have done pretty well with 2 outs today, and get a few runs on the board, change it from a 5-1 game to a 5-4 game, and a big pitch there coming in from Connor Allen to strike out the Pretzel hitter with the potential tying run in scoring position.
It'll be Peterbow, followed by Grattan, Hull, and then back to the bottom of the lineup with Archer. This one is hit hard past the third baseman. It's a leadoff single.
That took a big bounce on Mason Scroggins at third base. Ended up going past his ear for a leadoff hit.
Leadoff single is one way to try to mediate some of the things that happened in the last inning. Looks like there's going to be a pinch runner. That is number 19.
19. That's Carter Frazier for Pittsfield. So obviously a little emphasis on getting an insurance run here. So we're late in this ball game, getting late in this ball game, bottom of the 5th inning.
At the plate, it's Grattan. He's had some success today. He had a deep fly to left field his last at bat. Caught right at that wall. And Frazier at first base. Trying to do something maybe with some speed. This one is popped up high. Staying on the infield. Going over to make the catch is Bixby. Out number 1.
First baseman hauls it home. Frazier couldn't find it. He was just kind of standing on the first base bag, spinning around with his head straight up in the air.
Stayed up in the air for some time. Able to record that out is Bixby. To bring Hull to the plate. First pitch. That's strike 1. Good framework from France.
Seems like as this game's gone on, that corner has grown a little bit. But fairly consistent strike zone from the home plate umpire.
That one taken at the top of the zone. 1-1. Stepping back into the batter's box is Hull. Oh, and now they're calling time. Catcher wants to talk with the pitcher.
So Hull and the on-deck hitter Archer, who did stay in the game as a DH.
You were right, Mark. I think you called that initially.
I theorized.
Swinging. Late break to get to second base, and the throw was high, so in there safely is Frazier. But throw was released from his hand in time, just sailing it.
Yeah,
1-2.
went to the first base side with the shortstop covering. That's a really hard tag to try and reach back and make in midair.
This one fouled back towards the track. So another pitch to battle for Hull. And a runner at second base. Just one out. Pittsfield, they're leading this ball game by 1. It's 5-4. That one gets past the catcher. Taking third base is Frazier. Make it 3-2. 2-2. So stepping back into the box is Hull. That one gets away. Now 3-2.
Didn't get away very far. I'm not sure if Frazier even saw it come out of the glove.
He was trying to pay attention to that runner at third base. Was France. Stood up a little early, squeezed the glove. 3-2 pitch. This one hit hard, high in the air. Running in to try and make the catch is the right fielder, and he loses it. Loses it in the sun. So coming in to score is Frazier, and at first base, it's Hull.
Yeah, he tried to put on the brakes and just wasn't happening. He was coming too hard on the charge and overran that one, and it results in a run. It'll go down as a hit on the board because
no one touched it.
Yeah, but definitely a mental error by the right fielder, James Moore.
Tried to do a back bend to make the catch. Unsuccessful in that attempt.
I know how that feels.
Not good. 1-0.
If I tried to back bend, my feet would end up over my head.
And you probably wouldn't walk for a couple weeks, right?
Once I hit the ground, no. I'd lay there for a while.
Big swing from Archer. 1-1 evens this count up. Now 6-4 our score. So some insurance for Connor Allen, who came into this ball game for the Saukees. And that one came tailing on that inside corner. Backs Archer off the plate, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Catcher Sachs on deck. Even with just one out, he's got the shin guards on just in case.
That one way out of the zone. 3-1. Having a little bit of trouble finding the zone consistently. Let's see what he dials back here with. The 3-1 pitch to Archer. And that one catches a corner and knee. 3-2.
Kind of grooved a fastball there. Trying to draw this to a 3-2 count.
Got to protect now. 9 spot, Archer. The runner at first base, Hall. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
And out number 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Take us back to the top of the order for the catcher, Sachs. And that.
Oh, it looks like they're going to maybe put Robinson back in.
We'll see. Coach Gum out to talk to his infield. He handed the ball off. I think no one's going to come back into field. He's not going to be the pitcher. I think, was it the shortstop that took the ball?
Yes. That's Caldwell.
Caldwell will be the new pitcher. 6-4, Pittsfield leads, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Sachs will be the first to face Caldwell when we come back on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice is seeking compassionate nurses to join our work family. We offer competitive pay, great benefits, and flexible scheduling. Don't wait. Apply today at pikecountyhealth.org.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
So it'll be Caldwell pitching for the Pretzels. Looks like
third Pretzel pitcher.
Robinson takes third base.
But he's pitched no pretzels.
First batter to face the new pitcher is Sachs. Caldwell comes set. Fires the first pitch in, ball 1. Hustling back to first base. That was Hull. Next pitch to Sachs. Swung on. This one is fouled. Stays right in front of home plate. Now 1-1.
I'd let that spin for a while if I were France. See if it came back fair.
Yeah, then all you have to do is tag. Sachs wasn't moving. The 1-1 pitch. This one swung on. Fouled. Out of play. Did it land in the water?
Nope, I think it was beyond. Yep. On the other side, our old buddy.
He hasn't been back in a while.
No. He found a friend.
Whoo, swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Hustling down the line is Sachs, but they retire him. We are headed to the top of the 6th inning here. Pittsfield was able to tack on another. It's 6-4 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ's Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri. Member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the Just Talking form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega banks. When you need a loan, visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Top of the 6th inning, the Saukees have a 6-4 lead over the Pretzels. Connor Allen came in to pitch that last out of the bottom of the 5th inning, so he'll start this inning fresh. And he'll face Caldwell, and then he'll face Nolan Robinson, who's back into this ball game, and then Wyatt France.
That was one of our keys to the game, handling your pitching staff the right way. Both teams have used Pittsfield now 2 pitchers and New Berlin 3 pitchers. So they're not afraid to go out there and make a change if they don't feel the game's going the right direction.
This will be the first time Caldwell faces Allen, and he bunts it back to the pitcher. Allen, he's on his knees, throws it to first base, and he gets in by a step.
Wow.
What a play from Connor Allen. He slides on his knees to pick up that bunt and throws from his knees, and it was a bullet over there to first base, and he got Caldwell, who is a quick kid.
Yeah. Very quick runner. And
so that's what fielding your position looks like.
Yeah.
Now a strike on the batter, Robinson.
Yeah, because he missed the ball initially, but it was so slow it stayed close to him. Like you said, he spun on his knees, picked it up, and threw to first, kind of all in one motion.
That was an impressive play. Ba-na-na, ba-na-na.
The throw was the best part, for sure.
1-1 the count on Robinson. Strike 2. Just feel like he's lasered in right now. Came in, started throwing strikes in that bottom half of the 5th. Came out doing the same thing here. 1-2. Strike 3. Catches him looking on that outside corner. He's locked in. 2 outs.
That was a pitcher's pitch for sure on that outside corner. Moving away from the right-hand batter, and even if he swung at him, even if he made contact, there's not much he's going to do with it.
Now at the plate, It's Wyatt France. He's had a pair of strikeouts today. He takes ball 1. 1-0 count on the batter. The next pitch from Connor Allen. Ooh, just missing.
Yeah, a little low on that outer edge. Caldwell came and got that ball, just showing the umpires how fast he actually is after getting thrown out at first.
2-1. Able to bring it up a little bit. Pretty much the same spot, just a little bit higher. Gets the call that time. 2-1 on France. Holds back his hands. Let's see if they're going to check on it. And they do. No swing. 3-1. Got to come back in this one. The next pitch. That's ball 4.
Playing with fire. They've been so good with 2 outs in this ball game. You've given them a chance.
It's the first time France has reached base this afternoon.
And he'll be lifted for a courtesy runner, and that's Jack Hepperly. Number 8 for the Pretzels.
Now James Moore steps in the box. He's had a deep fly to right field and a strikeout today. So recorded as an out, both at bats. They check on Hepperly. He's in there safely. 0-0 on Moore. He's swinging at that one. 0-1.
Big cut.
He had a couple of those his last at bat too. Tom Hay was able to work that outside corner and used it effectively. Got him to chase a couple of pitches. Good swing though. Quick hands. 0-1. That one elevates. 1-1.
He squared a bunt. With arms that big, you don't square a bunt.
Try to bring that defense in. Oh, so they did. He had his hands out there still. Okay, so 0-2.
Oh, they did call it a strike, huh?
He squares the bunt again. This one's bunted down the third baseline, and that's an out.
Should be. I think it was 1-1. Yeah, they just changed, put a ball on the board.
Okay.
So it was 1-1. Now it's 1-2.
All right, now we're all squared away. It's 1-2. Now runner at first base, 2 outs. Moore at the plate. Next pitch, nope, and they throw it over to first base. Just check on the runner. He gets back in there safely, extending his arm to make sure it doesn't get past his Tom Have. Do a little reach-in. Not super great for applying a tag. Now the 1-2 pitch. This one is hit back to the pitcher, Allen. He's going to have some time. He throws it over to first base. It's a bullet. He's out. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. 6-4. Pittsfield has the lead on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Locker Service.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Eolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Pittsfield, they have the lead 6-4, so a little bit more insurance wouldn't hurt. It's Brennan Tobhave at the plate. So in his last at bat, he walked. He's walked twice today. First pitch swung on and missed. Good cutting action to that outside corner. 0-1. 0-2. He's quick, right?
Yeah.
0-2 pitch. Good pitch there. 1-2. Doesn't get him to chase.
But he wanted to.
Yeah. Doesn't mean it's a bad spot. And he catches him looking. The backwards K has been prominent today. It's first out of the bottom of the 6th inning. That's Brennan Tomhave that goes down. His first strikeout. Quick pace for Caldwell. And a lot of strikes out of his hand. That one sent into the dirt. Yeah. Sent into the dirt and then to the screen.
Nolan Daniel ahead in the count.
1-0. That one elevates. 2-0. Seems a lot of pitchers have some issues with that left-handed batter. May take them a couple of pitches, but then they zero in. Can't get it there. 3-0.
Just a little low. Trying to paint the outside corner to the lefty.
Took something off of it as well, just trying to find that strike zone. The next pitch, that's ball 4. So 4 pitches, 4 balls, and a walk. Not necessarily a bad idea. Nolan Daniel has had quite a bit of success at the plate today. But now Connor Allen in the batter's box. Connor looking for his next hit of the day. A big curveball there, strike 1. Daniel gets his lead at first base while tying on his oven mitt. On the outside corner, it's a strike. Ooh, nice throw down, trying to get the pick off of Daniel. 0-2.
Went into his Yadi Molina impression with that snap throw down to first.
Defensive swing by Allen. That one heads to the track. They'll try 0-2 again. Daniel's still shaking out some of the dirt from that dive back in. 0-2. That one in the dirt. Blocked well by France. He's got an arm on him.
Yes, he does. Been impressed with the catcher, France.
Now 1-2. They check on the runner again. Daniel back in safely. All of the pitchers that have been in today for New Berlin have had a good spin move to get the runner back. They check on him again.
No tag this time.
Nope. They work well together, though. Every pitcher has worked well with Bixby.
Ooh.
Just missing. 2-2.
Connor Allen was trying to get away from that ball, and it almost broke back to the corner.
This count's evened up, and now it's lined down the left field line. That's at least one bag. Keeping it in front of him is Gannon Dodd. So runners now at first and second with 1 out, and Pinnock at the plate.
Dodd a great job to keep Daniel at second base as well.
Pinnock tossed the bat, and Draven did not move.
No.
And it went right past his head.
Maybe that's a game of chicken. They may have been playing that all season. And we're going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher, and that'll be Isaac Helms. Helms wears number 13, so he goes down to first base, 90 feet behind Nolan Daniel.
Connor Allen was able to get his Evo shield off before he was taken off the bag. 0-1. Now it's 0-1. How about that? There's 1 out. Runners at first and second. Pinnock has his oven mitt ready to go as well. I think that Evo Shield has made a lot of money off of those oven mitts, and they check on the runner at second base. He's back in there safely. And just the shields in general.
Yeah.
You see so many high school, college, professional athletes that wear them, and they're effective.
Mm-hmm.
This one hit hard into left field. It's a line drive in the air. Going back to the bag is Daniel, as making the catch is Dodd.
Dodd's been busy this inning. Well, there's 2 away. Runners still at first and second. As Pittsfield would love to add just a little bit more insurance ahead of the final at bat for the Pretzels. The Pretzel push.
Peterbow in the batter's box. He had some success his last at bat. This one is bodied by the catcher. Good block. 6-4 our score. Runners at first and second base with 2 outs in the 6th inning. 1-0 the count on Peterbow. Backs him off the plate. Drops out of the zone, though, 2-0.
So the big third baseman ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Should get something to hit here.
This one hit back towards us, 2-1.
Elevated out, side corner. He's a little late on it.
Let's see if he gives him something to hit. This Caldwell has been tough. This one is hit into right center field, running a long way and making the catch. That's Jacob Roberts. He lost his hat along the way. He makes the catch, though. We're headed to the top of the 7th. Pittsfield, if they can hold on for 3 outs, they'll have a victory here on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Loyalty Dogs, Crazy Ladies Garden Center, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Throw goes down, and we're ready for a play here in the top of the 7th inning. It's the Pittsfield Saukees 6, the New Berlin Pretzels 4, and the top of the order for the Pretzels in their final chance to try and tie or take this ball game. Dodd, Prince, and Bixby. Left fielder Dodd digs in. The pitch from Connor Allen. Off the catcher's glove. Rolls to me. 1 ball, no strikes.
Dodd has been successful every time he's come to the plate. On-base percentage is high today.
Outside 2-0. He scored the first run of the afternoon for the New Berlin Pretzels. The time made it a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. There's a strike called, 2-1.
Good pitch to come back on. Had some spin on it. Sat in the middle of the zone, 2-1.
The next from Allen. is ripped up the middle, and he's on base again. Glove came off of Pennock.
He was completely outstretched, trying to keep that ball from going to the outfield. Would have been a hit either way. Well placed.
That brings in Rocky Prince. Pittsfield faithful want a double play ball. That one outside, 1-0. Kind of slung that one up there. Moved away from the right-hand hitter out of the zone. The 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. I like the New Berlin chatter. They have been alive in that dugout all afternoon.
They've had something to say at every point of this ball game.
2 balls, no strikes. 2 Prince. Popped up. Will it stay on the field of play? Yes, it will. Catcher under it, and he makes the catch in foul territory. Sachs had to back up at the last second, but that's the first out.
He was walking backwards, and it's right where that lip is on the grass, and I could have for sure thought he would have caught it and then fell down with it because he barely had his footing.
There's nothing cooler than making a catch and then doing a backflip.
That's what he would have done,
Yeah.
sure.
Runner at first, 1 out now, and a swing and a miss by the lefty Lucas Bixby.
That was a big help, though, for Allen, as he was just trying to get reeled in, back in that strike zone, but able to get a big out there with the help of his catcher.
The 0-1, instead of check on the runner at first and back in with the slide, is Dodd. Here's the 0-1. Blocked nicely behind the plate by Sachs. Ball and a strike to the lefty first baseman. 6-4, Pittsfield. We're in the 7th. That one crossed up the catcher a little bit. I thought maybe it would have caught the corner, but it's 2-1.
Allen needs to bring it back here. You don't want to let one run in. You just don't want to put too many people on here either.
Yeah, this is a potential tying run at home plate. There's a strike called, 2-2.
He's got some velocity.
Yeah. And he's quick to the plate, too.
2-2.
Runner at first, 1 out. The 2-2 pitch is low. Count goes full.
Took some extra time to think about that one.
Think long, think wrong. Now you're in a 3-2 count.
Yeah, got to have a good pace.
The pitch popped him up again. Who wants it? Shortstop, and making the catch is Pennock for the second out. So 2 infield flyouts after getting that leadoff runner at first base. And now the ball game is down to number 25, Mason Scroggins.
And he had a big hit his last at-bat. Nearly cleared the wall out there by the scoreboard.
First pitch to him. Goes for a strike on the outside corner. This mullet game is strong.
There's so many people trying to rock that right now.
Uh-huh. 0-1 pitch to Scroggins. Comes to the plate, and it's fouled off, and the Pretzels down to their final strike. Almost out of cheese. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs and a runner to first base. Connor Allen looks over his shoulder at the runner, now comes set. The 0-2 pitch. up high, a ball and 2 strikes.
Good chase pitch. You don't want to leave anything too low in the zone and in his wheelhouse, especially with what he showed earlier. You do want to make sure you're hitting those corners and giving a good pitch to Scroggins.
He's got some pop. Now a 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss, and this ball game comes to an end. The Pittsfield Saukees hold on for a 6-4 win over the New Berlin Pretzels. We'll be back with the postgame for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Well, just like against Grigsville Perry last week, Pittsfield allows a couple of runs in those middle innings, but is able to reel it back in and grab another victory, 6-4 over the New Berlin Pretzels today.
And they were able to get the insurance when they needed it as well. It was a one-run ball game, and they were able to just add on that extra run, and sometimes that's the biggest difference, and it can kind of put some confidence down in the other team. So I thought that they did a really good job of bouncing back after that, and then Connor Allen came in and did his job and really used his defense, but he also was able to mix pitches well and close out this ball game.
Yeah, good pitched, well-pitched ball game for Pittsfield by the starter Tom Have and Connor Allen in relief, and I'm just impressed on how they work this staff here at Pittsfield.
And it seems that Coach Hines has a lot of confidence in his athletes, too. He knows that it's like a next man up mentality, and it seems that the kids buy into that, too. And, you know, when people take over, they're just like, okay, we're going to play defense behind you. And so that's something that you've got to have, and they have a good staff, they have good kids, and they're able to really buy into a program and make it what it is right now.
And they are a team, because as soon as a game is over, they're out there again raking the field and putting on the tarps to keep the playing surface nice. So it's just good to see the camaraderie and the teamwork for Pittsfield.
Definitely has built a tradition here, and you can tell that everyone knows what's expected of them. And if you don't know your expectation, you can ask, and you'll probably figure it out.
And I like the Pretzels.
I do too. I like the Pretzels.
Good,
I thought they were a good team. I thought that their offense was really strong, and I think that they were kind of outmatched today with the performances that we saw out of the Pittsfield staff, because they had some really powerful kids.
6-4 our final. The Saukees over the Pretzels. We'll wrap up the postgame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice is seeking compassionate nurses to join our work family. We offer competitive pay, great benefits, and flexible scheduling. Don't wait. Apply today at pikecountyhealth.org.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
6-4 our final. The Saukees over the New Berlin Pretzels here this afternoon. Mark Fronick, Maddie Ingram back here at Pittsfield High School, and just a solid win, a good ball game for both teams, and a fun one to watch. A long game. It was it went on for a while, but good action back and forth.
Yeah, and you can't complain when it's a good game and good competition, and saw good offense, some good defense. It was a good game all around on both sides.
Where are we at next?
We will be at Clopton. They're taking on Wright City, so that will be taking place tomorrow afternoon, and Marianne Everhart will be on the call for that ball game. And so as long as Mother Nature is nice, we'll be at Clopton High School to take on Wright City in the EMO conference match. On Friday, we'll have Louisiana. So we'll have
and that game got moved back to a 6 o'clock start.
Yes, so they have made a couple of changes there.
So final again, Pittsfield 6, New Berlin 4. For Maddie, Mark, Sam, we'll see you for more baseball tomorrow on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio. Broadcasting from the KJFM Radio Barn at 102.1. This is KJFM Louisiana.